My name's Madeleine Smith and I'm a lecturer at the University of Birmingham where I run a small food safety team.
First of all, thanks very much for coming to this Elliott Review here in Birmingham. You were talking a little bit about the level at which we investigate problems with our food. Could you tell me more about that?
Yes, traditionally in the UK, any food enforcement action is taken at local level by the local authorities. And as the food industry has become increasingly national and global, some of the issues that have arisen have been outside the local authority jurisdictions, and I think it would be very valuable if there was an enforcement and investigative capacity which actually worked at national level in the UK rather than just being in silos of local authority. It would mean we could have better collaboration and perhaps upskill some of the investigators.
And I guess there's something very different about making sure that the food that's served in a local restaurant is safe and that the place is clean from dealing with organised crime. They're two different types of work, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. If you're dealing with a small local restaurant, for example, you're looking for mistakes perhaps that might have happened, minor non-contraventions, but effectively you're dealing with a food business operator who wants to do a good job, who's serving locally. Whereas if you're dealing with organised crime, that's a completely different ballgame. And to be fair, the environmental health officers that we train very rarely get that kind of skill training that you would need to deal with genuine criminals. It's not within our remit.
Do you have any sense of how that came about? I mean, did we create this system at a time when actually the farms maybe that were supplying the food were quite local and it was about managing much more local food chains?
Yes, and I think historically the food inspectors developed at a local level because they developed out of local government officers who were effectively sanitary inspectors. We came from a background where we were looking very locally at health issues that were local, sanitation problems, for example. And with the growth of the food industry to become national and international, we perhaps have lagged a little bit behind in the way that we have to deal with it. We're still functioning at a local level and perhaps being trained to some extent at a local level.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.